Hello traders and welcome to OptionsXO's London Session Daily Market Review for Wednesday, May the 18th. Starting it off with US markets. US stocks got a splash of cold water yesterday as both John Williams and Dennis Lockhart said the FOMC hasn't yet given up on a June interest rate hike. The US dollar gained against the euro on a stronger than expected CPI reading, and housing starts rose also by more than expected. And industrial production rose from last month's minus 0.6 to 0.7%. Low oil prices continue to hamper the Canadian economy, with manufacturing shipments still slipping but not as bad as February's reading of minus 3.3%. Moving on to Asian markets. Most Asian markets also reacted badly to yesterday's Fed speeches, but Japanese shares mostly bucked the trend upwards. Compared to 1% region drops across the index board, the Nikkei closed down a mere 0.3%. Japanese GDP for Q1 increased by 0.4% compared to the expected 0.1%, bringing the annualized figure to 1.7%. That's the fastest in a year and has furthered the threat of a Japanese recession. Investors now believe that Prime Minister Shinzo Abe may delay his sales tax hike to April 2017. And in European markets, most indexes except the FTSE ended in the red yesterday, in spite of an excellent trade balance report from Italy and the EU in general. Britain's CPI reading for April declined to 0.3%, and the producer price index came in still negative, but at minus 0.7, an improvement on March. In commodities highlights, crude oil continues to extend gains on supply disruptions and yesterday's API inventories report that showed a 1.1 million barrel drawdown. Gold futures are consolidating, now within a narrower range around the 1277 mark, and should remain there whilst the US dollar decides where to go on yesterday's Fed member speeches. And here are today's important economic events. At 9 a.m. GMT, the European Union will release its Consumer Price Index for April. March's core figure was 0.8%, and this month we're expecting a 10th point drop. Bad news for inflation projections. At 2:30 p.m., the EIA will follow up on yesterday's crude oil report with its stocks change reading, which was minus 3.3 million barrels last week. That will be followed at 6 with the minutes of last month's FOMC meeting. Finally, at 1:30 after midnight, Australia's employment figures, which are expected to show a slight rise in unemployment. This was today's London Session Daily Market Review. Have a happy and profitable trading day.